Looking good.
I'm guessing, Grace Collins, that there were a lot of these being worn on Monday morning. Am I right?
Oh, yeah,
Am I
that's probably
right?
about right. Yeah, yep.
Why is that? What happened the night before? Tell me about that for an experience.
Look, it was very interesting. Let's just say that. No, it was a good night. It was good to we just caught up with all the girls and stuff after the game, but everyone was like pretty high. Obviously, it was an awesome game. Like we got there last year, and then we got to the semis last year and couldn't top it off. So to be able to actually finish it, and it was really good. So yeah, all the girls were absolutely stoked. Like it was awesome. It was so good.
All right, let's go back. First two games washed out. What was the talk? Obviously then you had to really go hard and go at it, and you did that against Gold Coast. But the first
Yeah.
two games rubbed out.
Yeah, actually, it really sucked because you could see the forecast coming, and it was like, oh, we probably won't get on. But then it didn't seem to rain that much, like where I was during the day and stuff. So I was like, oh, maybe we could get on, and then it just got canned. But yeah, obviously they were going to be two big games for us. West was going to be a big game, and then
Yep.
Sunny Coast as well. So as soon as they were washed out, it was basically we got a win from now on. Kind of mindset, which obviously is always going to be your goal. Win as many as you can. And then, I think obviously we lost two, and that was a little bit, obviously wasn't great, but it shows you that you didn't have to actually win every single one to get through. But yeah, the girls are hungry, and it was really good.
Well, you won four on the trot.
We did, and we won the ones that counts because last year obviously we won all through the season, and then didn't win the main one. Whereas this year I think we just peaked our time to perfection, so that was really good.
All right, how long have you been in the nest now, Gracie?
Oh, I think this is my third or fourth year. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, you're a bit of a veteran.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Well, let's go back. We talk about Harsha, we talk about Kira, we talk about Nathan Reed popped in there a little bit, and obviously
Yeah.
there's Ruben obviously doing stuff with second grade and that. So it can't all function that. And then the great man, wherever he's over, he comes to the party as well. But
Yeah.
what did you find? I know Elise and Grace are there. What have you found that's really growing amongst this collective since you came to the nest 3 or 4 years ago? The Cloders, the Delises, the Amrines. You're one of those now. You're green and gold blood, but
Run through. Yeah.
yep. What? How do you guys function? Do you guys get together in the off season? What are you a family? Are you a real flock?
Yeah, I think we are. I think that's a really important part of it. I think even this season, cricket wise, we started our off season preseason work with Sammy really early in June, and I know not a lot of other clubs were doing that. So I think that gave us a major that was awesome to start that early and get into it. And we obviously we're such a family outside of cricket as well. We're always really supportive of each other. It is one sort of big fam, and it's good to have that away from cricket as well. And I think you could see that once we won, the connections, everyone was just so stoked that we could actually do it. And I think our team's obviously evolving, and it's the same girls have been playing for a long time now. So I think we're getting closer and closer. But it was just awesome to see just everyone be able to chip in and succeed. And again, I think that came down to our really early preseason with Sammy. I think it was a big call to start it early that we did because obviously the other clubs weren't doing that. But as you can see, I think it's paid off. So yeah, it's awesome.
So all that grunting and groaning and cussing the trainer and the laps and all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
Best
some of
thing
look, some of the preseason fitness work this year with Etsy, that was
I
very
heard.
challenging, but we got through it. And I think that's where you obviously make a lot of partnerships when you all have to get through that kind of tough stuff together, and you just get on with it and get it done. And
is it true if you didn't play cricket after the preseason, you can probably just go straight into the defence forces or a police academy just because of the preseason boot camp?
Yeah, honestly, it was no, it's looking back at it, it's just you form so many good bonds and stuff through when it's really tough there. And there are a couple of times we looked at each other and we're like, oh no, this is going to be tough to get through this, but we got through it, and
Yep.
it was worth it in the end.
Exactly.
Yep.
Talking about looking at each other, Sunday night, it's getting a bit tight. Is there a little bit of chat? Is there some people with headphones on? Is there glances left and right, or is there just people looking into the ground? What were you doing, Grace Collins, during those last 18 balls?
Look, I was right beside Dell. I was a bit like Sammy. I didn't want to move. Once I'm in the spot, I got to stay there. And,
Yep.
not a good watcher of cricket. Whenever I get out, it's very tough to I would just rather be out there than be watching because you can't do anything about it. But we're all cheering from the sidelines. Elise was very calm. All of the girls that we got in were really calm, and they're like, positive vibes only. So, Sammy Curtis wasn't allowed in the area. He had to like side. He's so nervous. But yeah, I was pretty nervous. I was like, yeah, alongside with Dell and then Erin as well, and we were just like chatting the whole time. But like every time a ball was bowled, it just went like dead silent. Like it was, everyone was like so, because it's obviously such a big deal for Wynnum. We've never actually been a title before, so yeah, everyone. But I think having the imports and stuff around was really good, because to them, like obviously some of them has played for like Australia and your WBBL, which is obviously bigger tournaments. So for them, this probably wasn't that big, but then for us, it sort of felt like it was. So I think that actually worked really well, that those girls could sort of keep everything calm, but was also knew that it was pretty big for us as well. So that was, but yeah, I can't say that I was really calm. But we had it in the end, and so it's all good.
Yeah, I think Laura's and Grayson's and Hayley, and they'd be just as stoked, because basically you've welcomed them in, and it wasn't a case of, well, I'm paid to play here, I'm going to do the job, and I'm going to nick off. I think they really look forward to actually coming back to the nest. Obviously, Elise has come back, but let me just go back to the game itself. Did you win the toss? I can't find who won the toss and what happened.
No, West won the toss and chose to bat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They chose to bat.
They chose to bat, yeah, which is obviously in a final, like that's what you do most of the time. So
right, but that mid 100, 150, you've chased that and posted that before. So what was the talk after that innings to run that down? You wouldn't believe you could get that total, couldn't you? Because you've done it before.
Yeah.
In the previous 3 games.
Yeah. So before the game, it was like we actually didn't really sort of set like a actual run target. One of the girls was chatting, and I remember saying to them, "Oh, look, we'll take anything under 160." So once we walked off with the 150 mark, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome. We've chased this before." But when like the actual innings break, we actually didn't have a conversation like, like we didn't have a verbal conversation. We've got this, or we just kind of went off and we did our thing. Like I think we just knew as a group that we've gotten this target before, and like we knew how we had to go about it. And I think that was really good. Like it was just, go off, put your pads on, and then hit some balls and lock in and just get ready to score some runs, really. So it was really good. So we knew what we had to do. We knew it was about 8 and over. And obviously you try and take like 6 balls off. Like you don't really want to take it to that last over, but if you have to, then you just do it. So, and that's what we did, and we got it done. So yeah, it was really good.
All right. Is it true that Clodagh Ryle, if she gets an injury, doesn't need ice on an injury because she has that flowing through her veins?
Yeah, honestly, she was so calm. Even like Elo as well. I think at the start, like that first ball was absolutely massive for her to like skip down the wicket and do that. Like so brave. And then Clodagh, like as soon as she saw that cover fielder come up, it was just like, oh, she's lining up here, and it was so like it was just nerves of steel, really. Hey, like they just stayed so calm under pressure and just executed really well. So again, it was so good.
Gracie, and I don't want to take away from what's already happened, but now you've got the belief. I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Once you get that win under your belt, that belief that you can win games against quality opposition like Western Suburbs and Valleys and University of Queensland, all these guys full of internationals. Now you've got that belief. There's only a few players who are dropping out, and with the strength of second grade, you've got belief now that you fear nobody.
Yeah, look, I think obviously the T20s are coming up in a couple of weeks, and I think we're all sort of in that mindset now, and we're all in that memo. So I think, honestly, I think that we do. And I think the belief around the girls is really good now that we've actually done a win. And I think it was also good, like obviously, Laura and Elise and, Hayley and Zoe, they all really contributed, and Kingy as well. But I think, each one of us, like Wynnum girls, were able to contribute in a way as well. And I think that's what gives us confidence. It wasn't, we didn't do it one down and those girls didn't do it all for us. We had to come in at the end there and we had to scrape, and we scraped and we did it. And I think that's where a lot of the belief comes, So the girls, we've been able to contribute as well. And, without, the awesome bowling of like Dell and stuff through the tournament, obviously we wouldn't have been in that situation. So I think that's playing in our favour. And we also have West, our first round game, in the 50 overs. So you never know. It takes the momentum into it and go from there, really.
Will we see this photo again at the end of February?
Oh, I bloody hope that we do. We better. I think it will be if that's if we win another one at the end of February. I think it'll be a bigger night than the Max.
All right, well, if that's the case here, if you guys win, I'll buy you all a pair of these for the following day and you'll be all ready to roll. So,
Rocking
Grace
up
Collins,
work on Monday, yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. Listen, congratulations. I mean that immensely. You've been there for a long time. It's a lot of hard work. Pre-season was hard. It was grueling. You had belief. You got 2 games that washed out. You lost the second game. You won 4 on the trot. Cinderella story. It was absolutely outstanding stuff. And congratulations to you, Gracie. Show me the medal. Show me the medal.
Oh, it's a ripper. This one's going up in the trophy cabinet in the pool room. You know, never lose this one. It's pretty good.
Right. Nothing else should be on there.
No.
Just that.
Keeping it spare for like the 50 overs and the T20s.
But beautiful. Grace Collins, always a pleasure. I love your energy. I love your enthusiasm. So go out there and get them. Enjoy a little bit of a time off, which you haven't got much of. But I don't think you guys want any time off. You want to get back out there, don't you?
No, when you got the momentum, you want to keep it flowing. So I just want to get back out there.
Ride that thing home. That's the way to go. All right. Thank you so much. And congratulations again. Well done to you and to the whole flock. Good on you. Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.